Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we have more of the Jeep for you right here. A little story about my 88 YJ. This belonged to my aunt and uncle. They lived in Ojai and their old garage burnt down there. So did the top. This thing hasn't had a top on it for a while. Just ordered a soft top for it, so we're gonna put that on today because we definitely want to have a top for the Jeep now because it's no longer in California. We're gonna have some rainy days ahead of us, I'm sure. The top is actually a Quadratec brand top. It's black, has the black tinted windows. We're gonna take all the parts out, put it all in the garage, get everything on here, and then get this back out. So as you can see, at some point in time, the Jeep did have a top. So you have like all these little down here. It's missing the tailgate portion, so that's in the kit. These are for the top half of the doors that come with the soft top. So it was missing a few of those. Got those ordered off Amazon and installed. Let's get it started. All right, again, so we ordered this from Quadratec. This is a black top with tinted windows. Whenever it's warm enough, this thing will not have a top on it. So this is really just to get through the winter. So let's get all this stuff unboxed. All right, so we got the top half of the doors right here, the frame for it. Over here, we got the rest of the frame. We have all our railing here that I'm gonna replace the old railing on the Jeep with. So that'll look nice and new. Top half of the door frame, get the frame for the Jeep. And in here, we got all the fabric. The first thing we need to do here is install the new windshield channel. So you'll notice I already have an old one on here. It doesn't look as nice, and if we have a brand new one, we might as well use it. So we're gonna switch this out, and then after we do the windshield channel, then we're gonna do the upper door windshield inserts, which go right in here. You can tell previously there was one here. We already have pre-drilled holes, but those are no longer in place, so we're gonna have the brand new ones put there as well. Install the windshield channel. Some of the holes that were already drilled were a little bit too wide and screws were wiggling, so I used some of the old hardware that I had from the previous windshield channel. So this thing's all good now. Now we're gonna move to the doors. All right, so now that we got the windshield channel on, we need to get these upper door windshield inserts installed. Same thing on the other side. Next up, we need to replace the railing that was used for the original soft top. So right here, it's just beat up a little bit. There's some parts missing. Got all that lined up here. As you can see, here are our new rails and all the other pieces. Remove the old one, replace it with the new one. All right, so I'm losing a little bit of daylight, so bear with me. But now we need to put the rest of the rails on. We can put the rest of the frame on top of the rails after we get that installed, and then it's just adding the fabric. All right, so as you can see here, we got the new railing in, replacing the old one. And now we need to set up the tailgate area. So I'm gonna do that next. I'm just gonna screw directly into the frame here for these two pieces. And then there's a long piece that runs across the backside. Now the railing system is all the way around the tub of the Jeep. Now we have to put the front and rear bow assemblies on. There's a little connector piece for the two of these. Once we get that put together, then we can put it on top of the Jeep. We got the two bow assemblies together. The easiest way to do this, especially if you're doing this by yourself, keep the bow assemblies folded up and then just put the connectors together this way. Got the rails scooted in all the way, and then up here, if you look toward the front, you can plug this into the door windshield mount and lock these into place. So that way it makes it easier whenever you're getting everything else back here situated. Now the frame is completely on. This frame has an adjustment, so over time, if the fabric gets stretched out, you can adjust this to tighten it so that it doesn't flap around whenever you're driving. Now that we have this on, it's time to put the fabric on top of the soft top. We'll also have to build the top of the half doors for the front up here. So here it is right here. So I'm just rolling everything out and I'm gonna start piecing it together. I'm making sure not to scratch any of the windows. It's gonna be a little bit more of a slow process because I'm gonna be a little bit more delicate with the install, but I think the end result is gonna be better because of it. Get the top on now, see right here. Need to get the doors on next. The fabric, whenever you get a new soft top, is very tight and it makes it very difficult to do this, especially if you're doing it by yourself. So the top is on as much as it's going to be tonight. I am gonna let this sit overnight so that the fabric can kind of stretch out a little bit. I still need to button up the top toward the front of the car, and then also I need to fix the doors. And then after that, it should be done. So we're getting close. Finally, the finished product. Quadratec soft top on a 1988 YJ. This was not easy to do by myself. I had to make a few custom changes. Definitely wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. It would make a huge difference if there were 2 people instead of 1 person trying to put this thing on. So if you ever put on a soft top, I highly recommend grabbing a friend to help you out. After getting it, am I happy with it? Yeah, I mean, this is great. It's gonna do what I need it to do with just kind of keeping the elements out of the car. You know, I can sit it outside if it rains and I don't have to worry about it, whereas before I had no top at all. If I could do it all over again, would I go with a soft top? No. Although I understand it's a lot easier to store, I think just having a hard top would have been much easier and just more structurally sound, less noise inside when you drive. But overall, pretty happy with this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video.